Okay, so Honma sort of had a re-emergence last year with Justin Rose being signed as being their star sort of, if you like, brand icon, and they came up with the Rose Protos. But really, sort of 2020 looks like the year of Beres. Now, for those of you who don't know, Beres is sort of the easy-to-hit version of Honma, so it's always been out there as being sort of the sort of super premium product. But what it is in terms of Beres, it's easy to hit. It's slightly different in the shape. You'll see it's longer toe to heel. It's got more of a chunky look, but it's more, so we say, confidence inspiring. You've got the undercut channel at the back. What's clever with this is the technology is very clever. It's got a mirror-arching steel face with a forged body. It's a two-piece construction, so it's very fast off the face. Yes, the loft's a little stronger for those of you out there. It is a stronger lofted product, but there's so much mass and weight back here that it's going to get the ball in the air. And the great thing with Honma is, and you'll see if you can on the back of the shaft here, made in Sakata. All the shafts are made in Japan, so the premium quality is assured. That's it, done. And they've very cleverly done just two weights, 47 and 38 for the girls. Pinky one determines the girls one. But this is very easy to hit, it's light, it's fast, incredibly powerful. The ball speeds of the face are huge, but more importantly, the whole face is relatively easy to hit off. Toe or heel strike, you still retain the ball speed. Again, this is available now. They've launched it in sort of mid-December, but basically it's a 2020 launch. It's simple to look at, gold colour scheme in terms of for the men's irons, pink for the girls, so you can determine the two. So it runs in 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. And before you ask, the 4 and 5 stars, yes, they are expensive, more than you'd be surprised. But the premium in the shaft is they're handmade with literally a guy that's been there for like 25 years plus. So the quality is unbelievable. It's like buying a Rolls Royce. But for those of you who want to get into a Beres product that is affordable, the 3-star product is great. So you're going to pay a premium price, but you're going to get an unbelievable product. So what you can do, you can run across the board now, and you can go from driver to fairway to hybrid, and it's the same across the board in terms of shaft weights. So you get that linear feel now. For those of you in the fitting world at sort of slower swing speeds, I always like to sort of feel a linear line of weights, you know, lightest in the driver, heaviest in the irons. But if you've got not a lot of speed, you're basically going to flat line. So this is what Honma have done. They've kept the line flat. So the weights of the shafts are going to feel the same. So you're going to get a feel from a 8 and 9 iron through to a hybrid, through to a driver. It's going to feel pretty uniform. The one thing that you'll see on the fairways and the hybrids and the drivers is this polished laser etched face, which determines really very simply a massive contrast between the finish on the top to the face, which I think is really good because a lot of people don't actually have that contrast. They lose where the face is. And again, when you put it down, you'll see that it's definitely, that's the face and that's the crown, and not blurs to one. Face angles wise, alignment wise, yeah, they're probably about 1 degree closed. Remember, it's aimed at that sort of golfer. Tour world is aimed at the sort of more skilled player. This is aimed at the guy that does, or girl that does leak it right. They're getting a little bit of help. Lofts on the 3-wood for the girls are 16, for the guys it's 15. So you can see how that changes, helping you get a bit more launch and spin on it. And again, the hybrids, you'll see the same sort of gig with the finish on the face. If you can see that polished finish, and again, that's going to give you a nice clean definition of the face, and it's got a slight, almost a slight kink in the hosel, almost a smidgy offset. Again, helping that guy who bleeds it out right. Great product. I've always done Honma, big fan of it, and I think with Beres, if you want something that's a little bit easy to hit, that retains a lot of ball speed, and you want something that gives you a little confidence, definitely try it. Definitely give it a try. If you look at it out there in terms of its sort of competitors, in terms of Royal Collection E-Zone, you've got PXG coming out with Gen 3 with the XP iron coming out. This is going to go against that. Easy to hit, definitely worth a hit for 2020 if you want something that's going to give you a bit more power. So you can see from the numbers here, Jasper's hitting a few shots, and even though the lofts are strong, you can still retain a bit of spin. So, okay, it's graphite, it's not as normal shaft and whatever, and you can see Jasper hit slightly down across its little pull fade as Jasper really. But you can see here how that spins maintains itself. Okay, it was about the heel. Try again, Jasper. But that's fine. But you can see what happens with the ball speed. It still stays somewhere near decent. So, okay, that was really good. So that's properly come out the middle of the club, he says confidently. There you go. So, even though it's slightly towards the toe, but only a little bit, look at the ball speed, look at the smash factor, and again, look at the way it's creating the spin. Yeah, the launch is a fraction low, but that's, you know, that's his delivery. So you're going to see a lot of sets on this stuff done sort of 7 iron to 11, or even 6 to 11. There's not going to be many 4 irons in this bad boy being done. But in terms of how you create the speed, look at the smash factor, look at the way it retains the ball speed, it's huge. Go on, Jasper, try him out a toe now. Try and toe one for me. Okay, that's a bit of a miss hit. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, a bit low heel, but look at the ball speed, 116. And this is where that maraging face and the undercut channel really does make itself, if you like, to the fore. Look at that ball speed, 116 on a complete miss. Perfect. Right, go again. Let's try and toe it. Okay, there we go. 125. So remember, the rules are you try and keep the ball speed as close as you can. That is plumb. That's pretty much at the middle of the bat. But look how good that is in terms of ball speed. So this is the wrong type of player for this product, really. But you can see from here what you mean about ball speed and how you can create that extra bit of power. So for someone like me, who's old and sort of a bit, you know, unsupple, immobile, this can be really a godsend in terms of how you can get some ball speed back. And then if you look at this in terms of distance, you can see now that distance jumps up massively. Okay, we take the miss hit away, that's fine, but look at what you could do. So if you're someone who needs a bit of pop, this is the way to go. So just going to hit the Beres driver right now, and you're going to see what I mean about sort of how it launches and spins a bit. So you'll see this again, designed for the guy that needs a bit of launch, a bit of spin. Okay, away you go, let's see what you got. Okay, perfect. So you can see there, launch angle's up, 13.5. Spin rate actually pretty good at 2.5. Little high toe number there, that was good. But again, it's all about speed retention. But on this driver, you're going to see it launch a little higher and spin a bit more. So that's going to be good for the guy that doesn't create a little bit of sort of flat flight. Go on, where go? There you go, a little bit low on the face, low heel probably. Didn't get it on the quad. Okay. Your flight, Jasper, normally is what? Low? Yeah, low, high? Middle? Low to middle, okay, alright. Okay. Okay, a little bit squeezy again. Okay. So you can see now that spin rate, obviously that was probably slightly low on the face, but you can see the spin rate's a little higher. Spin is not a problem, by the way. Those out there who sort of go, oh, you want 2,000 spin. The only reason you want 2,000 spin is if you're launching it at 17 degrees. If you're launching it low or normal, you need some spin, because otherwise it's going to come out of the air. So, there we go. And then it's good from there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Right. There we go. High in the face, perfect. So when Jasper hits up on it, for those of you out there who've noticed his numbers, when Jasper hits down on it or zeroes out, he's not very good with driver. When he hits up on it, it makes a big difference. So that's much better. And again, 2.8 spin on 14.5 launch is going to be really solid. So you can see what this driver's going to do. It's going to be easy to launch. It's going to have a bit of spin. It's going to be forgiving. You're going to have a chance. Okay, that's the big thing with this. It makes it easy to hit. One more. Especially for guys that squeeze it or slightly get a little bit trappy on it, this could help them get a bit of carry back. Turned it over a bit soft, shaft's a little soft, but you can see now how that's working out. That's good, well done Jasper. So that's really good. So spin rate's a little higher, a bit low on the face, but again you can see what this driver's going to do. Look, it's not for everybody, but if you need that little bit of help, this is going to give you it.